first big news is that I actually have a flatmate now. One German guy, super nice, he appeared the other night. He explained to me that our bike storage is actually used by another flat. So that's why I heard doors ominously opening and closing, was because people were coming in and out and using the bike storage. Makes sense now. So I was actually alone for that first week, but I finally have a flatmate. I think there's a few more coming at some point, but I have no idea when that'll be happening. Now my flatmate, he's really not very, well, to be fair, I wasn't very happy with the living accommodation here because it's very filthy and dirty and not very nice. You couldn't really see that in my last vlog, but here are some pictures of the state it's been left in, just kind of not very clean. But my flatmate is so angry about it that we've now both complained to the housing office to see if we can go somewhere else. Because I didn't like it obviously, but I was just kind of like, I'll deal with it. But now my new flatmate's like, I want to leave. So it kind of fired me back up to like, no, you're right. We should complain about this and try and get out of this for free. Or like not be charged to leave and go somewhere else, because it does actually state in the lease agreement that when they hand over the keys that the accommodation should be clean, and it's definitely not clean. So I actually have my first class tomorrow and I'm actually a little bit nervous. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's doing something different and not the kind of classes that I'm used to. My first class is actually Dutch language and culture, which is quite exciting because I'm really excited to learn some Dutch, but it'll be interesting to see how full on it is, because so far I can only count to 10 in Dutch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey. Oh, and I also have mastered Kunt u algesproken Engels spreken? And I've asked some Dutch people if I'm saying it right, and they say I am saying it right, but I'm saying it with an accent. But I guess that makes sense because I'm not Dutch, so I'm speaking Dutch in a Scottish accent. I don't really know if that sounds right. And before I came out here, I did actually use the app Duolingo, and I was getting on really well with it, but I've not actually used it in a good few weeks now, because the week leading up to me moving out here, I was so busy sorting out everything else that I completely forgot, even though I was on like a pretty good streak. But with the Dutch language, using Duolingo, it means I'm understanding things written down, and when I'm looking at it and I'm understanding the kind of placing of the words and the kind of grammatical ways that they do things, but when Dutch people actually speak to me, it just goes right over my head because it's so fast. To be fair, a lot of people have been struggling to understand me in my fast Scottish accent, so I've been trying to pronunciate and speak slightly slower than normal. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into university tomorrow and start everything off. It's actually 20 to 12, so I should probably go to bed soon. Yeah, so that's just what's going on right now. So my first class went pretty well, Dutch language and culture, learnt a bit of basic Dutch. Whether or not most of it went into my head is another question, but you know, I'm picking certain things up here and there. I was meant to have my second class today, but it actually got cancelled, which is a little bit annoying. It was an applied research class, one of the classes that doesn't sound just as interesting as the rest, but still a little bit annoying that it got cancelled, especially since we all got up early and made our way to class, and then we found out it was cancelled when the whole class was sitting there waiting. In terms of trying Dutch food, I tried Yopi sauce crisps. Yopi sauce is a type of sauce that you get in like the snack bars here. I've not actually tried the sauce itself yet, but I'm excited to try it, and I will document it because these crisps are amazing. Yopi sauce. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yopi sauce? Probably, I don't know. Excuse the mess on the bed, but I'm currently getting ready for my second night of Carnival. You probably have no idea what that is if you are not from the Netherlands or other places in Europe where they celebrate it. But next week's video will be all about Carnival, so hold on tight, you'll find out what it's all about soon enough. Again, I've been quite bad at filming things this week. It's been mostly, you know, my first week of classes. It's been the week has consisted of, you know, lectures, getting lost, drinking a lot of beer, eating a lot of food, you know, doing a lot of cycling. So you've not missed out an awful lot, really. But the day after we complained about the flat, the cleaners arrived and cleaned at least the more obvious disgusting parts that are in the pictures, but there's still a lot of issues that we have, and I don't really see the end of this happening anytime soon. They're very hard to communicate with, these housing office people. They want us to stay here, they kind of think it's not too bad, but it's kind of like a prison cell here a little bit. It's not exactly the nicest, so we're gonna see how that goes with maybe trying to get out of this, but I don't know how well that's gonna go. But I also have another flatmate now, so he's French, he's pretty nice. So yeah, it's just the three of us living in the flat. I've started my classes. I don't think there's anything else I need to say really, other than Carnival! So yeah, hold on tight for next week's video all about Carnival. Goodbye.